This is how you treat a woman. You don't have to be that woman that doesn't know who she is, that devalues herself.
Come to the well where mercy flows, living water for the thirsty soul.
Can most women relate today to the woman at the well?
Absolutely. I think that every woman at some point in their life can relate to the woman at the well. I don't know of any woman that doesn't or hasn't had an insecurity, that hasn't had an issue with dating, with their self esteem, especially in this society of social media where we have all of these influencers that are on different platforms that are beautiful and they have the perfect bodies, they're airbrushed, they, have perfect teeth and hair and everything else. And, you have women that are bombarded by these things on the media. They're bombarded by all of this beauty. And a lot of times they try to measure up to that. And then nowadays, you don't have people dating like they did in the past. Like when I was growing up, it was normal for a boy to ask a girl out in school, for young people to date, to like each other, to have crushes on one another. I don't see a lot of that nowadays. As a matter of fact, I know Elon Musk and Trump had an initiative where they're trying to get people to have more children because people aren't dating and they're not marrying the way they used to, and our population is faulting as a result of that. So that has to affect women's self-esteem. Years ago, as a child, you play with Barbies, you imagine yourself with a Prince Charming, you imagine that at some point you're going to be dating, you look at your parents, you see them married, if you've had that blessing, that luxury to have a mother and father in a household. And this is something that you aspire to. When you grow up, you're going to get married. You're going to have the apron on and you're going to be in the kitchen cooking and, you're going to have a job. You're going to have a family. You're going to have all of these things only to look at society today and think that, is that something that I'm going to be able to look forward to? Because I don't see that going around anymore. I don't see a lot of people getting married. My friends aren't hooking up like that. You know what I mean? They might hook up for a date or two. They might go on social media, they might go on Tinder or whatever on these dating apps and meet somebody only to have the date fall through or to get ghosted or not get a call back. So yeah, I think everyone at some point in their life can relate to the woman at the well.
I love how you put the story of hoping to one day have a family, be in an apron, the man be outside working on the car, the kids being able to run around and play without any worries or concerns in the world. And the fact that you said that we wasn't thinking about being rich and wealthy by doing, we just wanted to be together and happy.
Yeah. Just wanted that companionship, you know? I have to say every woman, I think just about wants to be able to put on that wedding dress and walk down the aisle and be claimed by someone that says, "Until death do you part," and that would love them for who they are and vice versa. I think men even too, especially nowadays are desiring something like that, but don't really know, how to engage at this point. Everything is so free and so, we don't have to commit to one another. We can just be out there all willy-nilly, and it leads to a lot of insecurities and both. But yeah, I think that's why the woman at the well had 5 men.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking about my own life and some things that I am extremely proud of. And at the top of the list is being a husband, a father, and next to that is marrying off my daughter
Mm.
to a young man that came to me asking me for her hand. It just seems so old school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
it seems so old school and respectful. And the fact that, here's the big thing, the fact that God blessed my daughter to meet somebody who would show her the same respect that her dad shows her, someone who will protect her, open doors, make sure she don't ever touch a gas pump. It's like, or at least want to. He have that desire because she's seen me do things with her mom that she now have somebody doing for her. That right there, Jesus.
Absolutely. And congratulations to you. And, you know, I thank God for what he's placed in you to be able to show your daughter that, you know, this is how you treat a woman. You don't have to be that woman that doesn't know who she is, that devalues herself. You were able to teach her value and respect and honor. And she was able to see that in the way that you treated, you know, not only her mother, but her. So I thank God for that. I think we need more men out there to kind of step up to get us out of that, those generational curses that have plagued a lot of our people.
You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. And thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. To God be the glory. I take absolutely no blame for nothing that happens in my life. Not one thing, except for the bad. The bad stuff I do on myself.
Yeah.
That ain't Jesus controlling me saying, go do this bad.
That's human nature. Isn't that all of us?
Absolutely. That free will. I don't know if he should have blessed me with that, but yeah, absolutely. So I have another question for you.